RoShamBooyah is a RoShamBow or rock, paper, scissors variant that adds additional strategy elements. I'm going to go through a game and then look through the config options to give you a tour of what the game is about. I'm demonstrating this on a computer, but the experience on your iDevice will be exactly the same, except that with older devices you may have a longer load time. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the play button here. This will bring up our main game screen, and as you can see, before each turn you get a summary that shows the player, the turn, and the score. I'm going to go ahead and make our first selection. Player 1 will lead off with rock. Now it's player 2's turn. This game is designed to be played on one device, so you would hand it back and forth, and this screen is shown obscuring the normal view because the items are randomized. Their position is randomized each time to prevent you from being able to kind of look over and see if they're where they're tapping on the screen. So most people lead off with rock, so player 2 knows this, and they're going to pick paper to counter that. Now you reveal the screen to both players, and we see that yes, paper does beat rock. Player 2 wins. Alright, back to the next round. It's player 1's turn 2. They don't think that player 2 will pick paper again. They think they'll pick scissors, so they'll go ahead and pick rock a second time. And sure enough, player 2 is going to pick scissors. And here we go, player 1 wins with rock. Now one thing you may notice that's different now that we're on turn 3 is that as we've been picking our different options, these numbers 0 of 2 have been changing. So player 1 picked rock twice, which meant we got to 2 of 2, so we went up to level 2 on rock, whereas player 2 chose scissors and paper, the yellow and the blue down here. So they are at 1 of 2 on both of these. So if they pick either one of these again, they'll go to level 2. And what that's about is when two people pick an item that's the same, for example, player 1 will pick rock and player 2 will pick rock, normally this results in a tie. But because player 1 is level 2, they're going to win that tie. So rock 2 beats rock 1. Alright, turn 4. We can see that player 2 has 1 of 2 on all 3 of these, where player 1 is at level 2 and is working on level 3. Being at a higher level doesn't do anything if you are beaten by the item that normally beats you. So for example, player 1 is going to pick rock. He's at level 2. Player 2 is going to pick paper, still at level 1. It doesn't matter. Paper always beats rock no matter what. And there we see that player 2 wins. And then you can see that player 1 is now at level 3 on rock and level 0, or 0 of 2 on these, and player 2 has moved up to level 2 on their paper. 5th level, let's just pick something else. And for the last reveal, we see player 2 wins, and we get a final game summary. Player 2 wins 3-2. This game was only 5 turns, but that's completely configurable. If we go into our options here, you can change around your turns to however many you want. The game defaults to 9. And the other feature is that if you don't like the traditional rock, scissors, and paper options, there are, in this initial release of RoShamBooyah, at least 3 different sets of graphics. So you might prefer Ninja Pirate Robot, or Redhead, Blonde, and Brunette. And we do plan to release additional bug fixes, enhancements, and graphic sets in future updates. The game plays exactly the same with a different graphic set. The only difference is the graphics are switched out and the text is switched as well. So Brunette beats Redhead. And that's the game.